Many times I have given summary talk on Soulful Japa. So now onwards, on our Ekadashi, I will deal with the cards, the cue cards that we have made. These cue cards are how best to utilize these cue cards. These cue cards are ultimately the content in these cue cards. The intellectual content, the spiritual content, the emotional content has to enter our subconscious mind by repeated reflection and contemplation. Once it enters our subconscious, then it creates a wonderful background to our chanting and hearing in the foreground. The foreground mind will be chanting and hearing and tasking, and the background mind will be relating with the Nama Prabhu who is before us. This is the basic premise of Soulful Japa. Soulful Japa means whole mind Japa, both foreground mind and background mind. Then there is complete absorption in Nama Prabhu. Our full mind is foreground mind and background mind. So, we should train our mind not only in foreground chanting and hearing, but also train the mind in background mind to have only matters which are glories of the holy name, matters which are feelings about the relationship with the holy name, the bhavanas. So that part of the training is what is designed through these cards. These are all manifestations from Srila Prabhupada and Nama Prabhu, these cards. It has very deep meaning. Ultimately, our mind, there are three stages of perfecting japa: mindful japa, spiritful japa, and soulful japa. Mindful japa is when you give your complete mind to chanting and hearing, and feeling his presence in the background mind, Nama Prabhu's presence. In other words, chanting and hearing and tasking with Shraddha is mindful japa. Then spiritful japa. Spiritful japa means not only mind, you chant with joy, excitement, enthusiasm, heartfully, liking to chant. So mindful chanting, mindful japa, plus priti, ahlada, Krishtam, utsaha. These are all, you have to offer from your spirit. You have to be happy about chanting. You have to be enthusiastic about chanting. You have to joyfully chant, happily chant. Enthusiastically repeat. These are all feelings: enthusiasm, joy, happily doing, which means this comes from the spirit. Mindful japa is more like controlling your mind. It's a technique. Don't go here and there, mind only here. That is mindful japa. Spiritful japa means you start giving your spirit. Then soulful japa means chanting in relationship with the holy name. Like Sambandha, Sharanagati, Kripapeksha. It is like talking to the Nama Prabhu. Kripapeksha, Vinamrita, all these other cards up to 16 cards. So the essence of all this is in the golden command. So today let's just go through the golden command so that you get familiarized with this card. This one card, 100 times you should read, think, contemplate, reflect intellectually, contemplate emotionally. Then it will enter your subconscious mind. Now the golden secrets cue card. The 3 golden secrets of soulful japa. I have written 4, it's 3. The first secret, hear what you chant without thinking activity. Chant Hare Krishna, exactly same sound you hear. Chanting is crying to Nama Prabhu to descend, and hearing is embracing the descended Krishna's sound persona respectfully. Hear what you chant without any thinking activity. Because if you do thinking activity, you cannot hear. Hearing is very important. Even if the thinking activity is about the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, no. Here, if you are thinking of the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, then you are not hearing. Krishna is come before you in order to be heard. So that is the golden command of Srila Prabhupada. Chant Hare Krishna and exactly the same sound you hear. And chanting is crying to Nama Prabhu from your heart. Chanting should be crying from the heart. To whom? To Krishna. Please come down. I need your association. And then hearing is to embrace Krishna's sound persona who has come before me, respectfully. Krishna is within and without of everything. Any devotee who cryingly chants, Lord is on his tongue for sure, 100%. 100%. Instead of mechanically chanting, you should cryingly chant. If you are materially satisfied, you cannot cry. Your heart cannot cry. You feel everything nicely settled, your heart cannot cry. And then this understanding has to be there to hear. Hearing is like your soul is touching Krishna who has come. That is the only way for us to get Satchidanandized or develop the same quality as Krishna. So that is the first secret. Chant. First secret is hear what you chant. Second secret. Task hearing over previous hearing. One mantra hearing is over. Before its effect is over, put on the next one. That means you pile up. You should not be in between the mantras, something else you should not think. Your attention should be piling up one hearing over another hearing. That can happen only if you do that work, tasking. Tasking means it's a work. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Tuck, you should be tasking. Next. Put the next one on top. Here one after the other, here one after the other, one after the other. Build up. One Hare Krishna chanting you do, that association, let's say it gives you some warmth. It's energy, Satchidananda. Before that cools off, next one should be there. Before that, next one. Before that. Suppose you take a piece of iron, put in the fire, it becomes heated. You take it out. It will become cool. Again you put it inside. It will become hot. Again you take it outside, become cool. But you keep it inside only, what will happen? Heat will build up, build up, build up. That is what meaning task hearing over previous hearing. Hearing over previous hearing. This will ensure that no thinking activity will happen. Offer tasking of hearing as a doing yajna. This is an yajna. It is pleasing to Krishna, this yajna. Yajna is an offering to Krishna. Without any thought processing, for maximum prolonged embrace. Prolonged embrace. Just like piece of iron put in the fire, it should continuously embrace, not take out some time, take out some time. So prolonged embrace without attention break. This is second secret. The third secret, relate with Nama Prabhu by heart talk. Now I'll tell you what is heart talk. You're chanting your foreground mind, your background mind should be indulging in heart talk. Heart talk about the glories of the holy name, or heart talk about my relationship with Nama Prabhu. Heart talk is another word for bhavana. Bhavana. Bhavana does not mean feeling alone. Bhavana is a thought feeling. Behind the feeling there is a thought you are convinced about. A belief is there. And then the feeling is there. Shraddha is a bhavana, is a heart talk. Just like you say, okay, you offer Shraddha to Nama Prabhu. Then you explain, what is more, what is this, how do I offer Shraddha? Shraddha is a heart talk. Heart talk is feelingly the narrative that Krishna is present before me. Read the first line. Offer in the background mind my emotionalized TRP narratives called bhavana. What is TRP? Truth, relationship and purpose. We'll explain what. Bhavana or heart talks. Truth narrative is, during japa, truth narrative is called Shraddha. Shraddha that Krishna himself has incarnated before me on each bead as his persona of Shakti Evesha Nama. Sri Nama Prabhu. This is a simple matter of fact, faith, matter of truth, absolute truth. As soon as I am chanting, Krishna who is within and without of everything is come before me as the hearable, chantable sound. He is manifest, he is pratyaksha, immediately. So that truth, that feeling is called Shraddha. Shraddha is fundamental. Any other bhavana is not there also. Shraddha is fundamental. And that is why I said, even in mindful chanting, Shraddha is a must. Without Shraddha, mindful chanting is like a mechanical chanting. Mechanically, you may hear every word that you are chanting because of the mind control. You control the mind that each sound is captured. But Shraddha, why each sound you should take inside? Because he is Krishna himself has come before me. That is Shraddha. So, that is a heart talk. Shraddha is a heart talk. See, the soul in this material world, in this body, trapped in this material world, trapped as in yantra. One of the faculties that the soul, even now, most powerful faculty of the soul is its ability to talk. Remember that. Not ability to think, not ability to see, it is the ability to talk. So spiritual life is all about Shabda, it's about talk. Your mind immediately aligns with the talk, narrative. That is why I call this as narrative. Bhavana is nothing but emotionalized and intellectualized narrative. Narrative of something you are convinced about. So that is Shraddha. So there is a narrative of truth, there is a narrative of relationship. What is my relationship with Nama? That narrative is Preeti, of respectful intimacy towards him. That is a relationship. That is also it originates in a sound of the soul, in talk of the soul, heart talk. Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. Priti is a thought feeling. Both intellectually, emotionally, it has to be fed into your subconscious through your conscious mind. by repeatedly contemplating on it, reflecting on it. How there is no one who loves me more than Krishna. Krishna loves all living entities. Therefore, it is natural for me to love him, to offer love to him, Preeti. I have Preeti towards Nama Prabhu. I have Preeti towards Krishna, who is so kind and mercifully coming before me as his Shabda persona, as his Nama persona. So, little intellectualizing is required. Why I should have Preeti? That is intellectualization. So, in order to put any bhavana into your heart, you have to be convinced. A strong belief of truth has to be there. A strong belief of my relationship with Nama Prabhu. So, truth narrative of Nama Prabhu, relationship narrative of Nama Prabhu, and then there is purpose. The purpose is, my purpose narrative is serving him and receiving his Satchidananda association to awaken my love for him. So, this is a fundamental Shraddha and Preeti. When you read this again and again, then you will speak from your heart these very same things. It becomes emotionalized. Further, I should accompany every bead of my japa with any one of my heart talks of, or bhavanas of vinamrita. They are all heart talks only. It's all sound only. It's all your conviction, your convinced and emotionally strong statements of your soul. Vimarta, Vinamrita. So many statements, that's there. That is what all the 6 cards will tell about. The talk. That I am insignificant before you. I possess nothing, etc., etc. Like that, the cards are all meant for instilling this conviction, belief that you are nothing before God. God is everything. That vinamrita feeling are those 6 cards. And you go on repeating those, reading those cards. What is that vinamrita that enters your heart? No pain, no gain. Your japa, if you follow these things, it will become super. Super. Even I am trying to follow. My japa has not become any super. But I know if you follow this, it becomes super. I can write these things because Nama Prabhu is inspiring me. But to practice these things, it will take years. But if you practice these things, then where our spiritual consciousness will be. Hristam. Why you should be happily chanting? There are reasons. When you are happy, there are reasons why you are happy. So that is intellectualizing. And then emotionalizing. Intellectualizing is thought. Thought feeling. Feeling means emotionalizing. Bhavana means thought feeling. Thought and feeling, just like if a person is angry, behind anger there is a thought. So therefore anger is not simply a feeling. Anger is a thought feeling. Every emotion is a thought feeling. That is the meaning of bhavana. Persona of Shakti Vaishnava, Sri Nama Prabhu. My relationship narrative is Preeti, or respectful intimacy. Respectful intimacy towards him. My purpose narrative is serving him and receiving his Satchidananda association to awaken my love for him. I should accompany every bead of my japa with any one of the heart talks of bhavanas. See, when so many bhavanas you hear and you understand and you put it in your heart, afterward japa becomes sadbhavana japa or soulful japa becomes very easy. You don't have to indulge your thinking capacity to load those bhavana, because so many bhavanas are there. Vinamrta, Rishtam, on each bead there should be a bhavana, because on each bead Krishna is appearing. Receive him with bhavana, serve him with bhavana. Krishtam, Ahlada, Utsaha, Sambandha, Atmajnana, Sharanagati, Kripa Apeksha, Ashraya Apeksha, Raksha, Bharatapatra, Kritajna Arpanam, Kshimapeksha, Seva Apeksha, and Vairagya perceptions of self, of Nirahankara, Nirmama, Nissahaya, Niswartha, and Nirapeksha. Now these are all the things that are explained in the rest of the cards. So take for instance Vinamrta. Let's say 6-7 cards are there. So once all those 6-7 cards you read repeatedly and then feel for it, then Vinamrta feeling will automatically come. You don't have to bring all those 6 cards. Something of that will come into the surface. So much abundant feelings you have. 6. Out of that, 1 will understand. Vinamrta. So what does Vinamrta mean? That is the first thing you should understand by reading those cards. Go on hearing that, then automatically that meaning will, for instance, Krishna is source of everything. I do not possess anything, I do not own anything. Everything that I have is given by him. Now this is an intellectual truth. It's a truth, intellectual fact. But as you go on telling this intellectual fact, what will happen? Feeling also will come. Is it not? I did not possess anything. The feeling that Krishna is a possessor, Bhagavan of everything, feeling also will come. So go on repeating this content in these cards, both intellectually and emotionally. You will see that they become part of your subconscious. It is part of your relationship with Namaprabhu. So this is the golden secret card. At least this secret card, till next Ekadashi, please all of you take a copy of this from Indrapati and just understand. Later on we'll go into what is Vinamrta and all. But step by step, what are the 3 secrets? Hear and chant, hear your chant. Then task hearing over hearing. Pile up hearing over hearing. Then unlimited ways of relating with the Namaprabhu is there by heart talk. At least 1 heart talk should be there in each japa. That means your background is also completely involved in bead after bead, bead after bead, bead after bead. Minimum heart talk is Shraddha. So next 15 days, till next Ekadashi, practice Shraddha card. So first 6 cards of Shraddha also you can practice, or you can go slow. First practice these 3 things. Golden card for till next Ekadashi. Then the next Ekadashi when I do, or whenever next Japa Yajna I do, I will talk about the 6 cards of Shraddha. And the next Ekadashi, each Ekadashi, I will deal with one bhavana. So we are going deeper into Soulful Japa. Hare Krishna Nama Prabhu ki, Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki.